The story starts as Hibiki Sakura and Ayaka Yuhara are walking home from Koya Women's Academy when Ayaka notices that Hibiki has gained weight and suggests that she should go on a diet. A week later, Hibiki heads to the Silverman gym where she notices that Akemi Sordoin, a schoolmate, wants to join too. They look at one of the training rooms and notice that all of the members are buff, which causes Akemi to instantly join. When Naruzo Mashio, one of the trainers, introduces himself to Hibiki, she joins as well. The next day, Mashio instructs them to try the bench press. When Hibiki goes to relax, Mashio comforts her. Suddenly, he poses and she notices that he has a buffed-up figure. At night, Akemi thinks that it is nice to have a training partner with Hibiki. At school, Hibiki is sore from the gym and Ayaka notices that Hibiki is still gaining weight. Later, Mashio instructs Hibiki to try doing squats. After training, Akemi notices that Hibiki likes to eat. When Hibiki reveals how much she eats per day, Akemi states how amazing Hibiki is and how she wants them both to become strong and macho together. At the gym, Hibiki weighs herself and notices that she still gained weight. When she asks Mashio for advice to lose weight, Akemi tells Hibiki to try the lat pull-down machine. After using it, they visit the gym's bar and Akemi offers Hibiki more protein. The next day, Akemi convinces Hibiki to go to the swimming pool to get some exercise. Later at Ayaka's house, Hibiki and Ayaka are watching a movie. Just as they are about to watch more movies, Ayaka's sister, Nana, asks her to help her out and bring Hibiki along too. To Hibiki's surprise, she finds out that Ayaka's family owns a boxing gym called the Glory Gym. Nana then reveals that their dad taught them how to box, so they serve as the coaches when he isn't there. When Ayaka stops to rest for a moment, Hibiki notices her physique and asks about how she works out. Ayaka then tells her about some of the exercises that she does. Afterwards, Nana suggests that Hibiki should try the punching bag. When she punches it, the bag breaks. Satomi and Rumika are teachers at the academy and Satomi thinks she gained weight. Rumika then gives her a pamphlet to try the Silverman gym. When she arrives at the gym, she notices that Hibiki and Akemi are there as well. Mashio introduces himself to Satomi and instructs her to use the dumbbell. During the training, Satomi becomes very nervous when Akemi notices that she has a tan on her stomach. It's later revealed that Satomi is a famous cosplayer. At school, the trio are having lunch. Here, Ayaka finds out that Hibiki and Akemi are working out at the same gym. When they comment about their bentos, Akemi convinces Hibiki to try a certain diet. At an event, Satomi cosplays until she sees Hibiki and Akemi. However, they don't notice her as they spot Mashio cosplaying at the event as well. As such, many of the photographers focus their attention on Mashio instead. Later that night at her house, Satomi still wonders who Mashio is cosplaying as and is confused why he's the Muscle King. When Hibiki arrives at the Silverman gym, she notices that Akemi is staring at the training room. Mashio then explains to them that during prime time, there's an influx of regular and new members working out. Meanwhile, Mashio instructs Hibiki and Akemi to try the chest press. When prime time ends, Ayaka unexpectedly shows up, revealing that the Glory Gym is taking in newer members and the Silverman Gym asked her to teach boxing. The next day, when the trio wants to work out, Akemi suggests that they go to her house. Hibiki and Ayaka are stunned when they see Akemi's mansion, who explains to them that she lives there with her sister. Akemi then goes to find a training manual. Ayaka wants to try an exercise from the manual by using chairs. Later, Hibiki attempts to do an enhanced version of the exercise, but she inadvertently breaks the chairs and ends up apologizing to Akemi. For the rest of summer break, the girls decide to go to the beach. However, they see a sign that forbids swimming due to sharks. Akemi then suggests that they should try the amazing burpee. This is then followed by Ayaka suggesting that they go sprinting as well. At school, Rumika tells the class to choose an event for the upcoming sports day. The class decides on doing a 400-meter relay. At the gym, Mashio suggests the girls should train their hamstrings by doing leg curls. The next day, the girls are walking to school when Hibiki complains about how sore she is due to the exercise. Later, the final event of sports day is the relay with Hibiki and Akemi serving as the anchors for their respective classes. While awaiting her turn, Hibiki remembers how Mashio instructed her to try the bicycle crunch. When her turn finally comes, her classmate drops the baton. Picking it up, Hibiki continues the relay and finishes in second place behind Akemi. However, she receives the unfortunate news from Satomi that her class is disqualified because she illegally picked up the baton. Afterwards, at the gym, Mashio gives the girls raffle tickets as a way to celebrate the Silverman Gym being open for 6 months. Later, they head to the gym sauna. While everyone is relaxing, Hibiki makes a bet to see who can stay in there the longest, which she wins. She then actually wins something and receives some t-shirts from the raffle. On her way to the Silverman Gym, Hibiki sees a sale for a home theater system, however, she can't afford it. At the gym, the trio see a poster promoting an arm wrestling tournament, which has a grand prize of 100K. When Hibiki asks Mashio about the tournament, he reveals that it's for gym members only. He then suggests that they all enter. Setting up a table, Mashio explains the rules of arm wrestling. In the first match, against everyone's expectations, Hibiki easily defeats Ayaka. Aikmi was about to challenge her next until Mashio stepped up and challenged her instead. Despite obviously overpowering Hibiki with his strength, he notes that he had to get a little serious. On the day of the tournament, Hibiki finds out that there are only 2 people competing in the women's division, herself and a Russian named Gina. Despite being one of the best Russian arm wrestlers for her class, the match ends with Hibiki easily defeating Gina. Several days later, Gina transfers to Hibiki's school, vowing to take revenge, which surprises the trio. Later, Aikmi asks Gina about what kind of training she did at the Moscow branch of the Silverman Gym. She reveals that she mostly took sambo classes and also that she did arm wrestling as a hobby. She is then asked if she does any strength training, and Gina tells them that she does kipping. After school, Aikmi asks Gina if she's going to the gym with them. She tells Aikmi that she can't because she's meeting her host family. Later that night, Hibiki arrives at her home when she notices a pair of shoes. She soon realizes that Gina is the one staying with her. At school, Hibiki tells Ayaka and Gina that she was surprised to find out the day before that Gina is staying with her. When asked where she learned Japanese, Gina reveals that she learned from watching anime. She also reveals that she watched Jackie Chan movies in order to understand Japanese culture. What? Anyways, after school, Gina is shocked to find out that the gym is closed for the day. Hibiki then decides to invite Aikmi, Ayaka, and Gina to her part-time job. Once they arrive there, she reveals that she works in her brother's yakiniku restaurant. After her break is over, Hibiki complains about her gym and food expenses. Aikmi then tells her that she can ask the school to cover her gym expenses since her sister is the chairman. The next day, Satomi is teaching the class when Gina realizes that she's the famous cosplayer Yuri Riko. Later that day, Gina hangs out with Satomi and suggests that they jog to Akihabara. When Satomi asks Gina why she wants to go there, she reveals that she wants to form an idol group. At an idol audition, Derek Utero, the director, complains about how lackluster and boring it is until the entire gang shows up. Despite the fact that they have captivated the audience, which includes a Satomi deadlift, they don't make the cut. At the teacher's lounge, Aina and Kure-sensei asks Satomi if she's going to hang with them tonight. Satomi tells them that she can't because she has something to do. After she leaves, they wonder why she's been so busy lately, until Aina sees her Silverman Gym card. They then head to the gym where they meet Satomi and her students. Mashio also introduces himself to them and instructs everyone to try the side bend. Afterwards, Aina and Kure-sensei head home. In November, the second-year students of Koyo Girls Academy are on a field trip where they're hiking up a mountain. During the hike, Kure-sensei explains the proper technique and exercise for hiking, which motivates the group. However, Hibiki, Satomi, and Aina end up falling behind the group and takes the wrong trail. At the summit, Ayaka notices that they're missing. On the other side of the mountain, Hibiki, Satomi, and Aina freak out when they realize that they're lost. Once they calm down, Satomi notices a tree and explains how to do tree and rope climbing. As they're climbing the tree, Kure-sensei realizes that they went to the athletic corner of the mountain. Meanwhile, a mysterious man tells his secretary to book a trip to Japan. Once arriving in Japan, the mysterious man tells his secretary that he's heading off and that he's going to leave the competition prep to him. Meanwhile, at the Silverman Gym, Mashio instructs the gang to try to do back extensions. Just then, he senses a very strong presence. The presence belongs to the mysterious man who is revealed to be the famous movie star Harnold Dojin Schoniger. When asked about how he knows Harnold, Mashio reveals that Harnold was his mentor while he was studying in America. Harnold then tells Mashio that he had recently found his location and he decided to show up. After Mashio crushes a hand grip in a secret test, Arnold invites him to a bodybuilding competition that he's sponsoring. The next day, the girls arrive at the bodybuilding competition where Arnold escorts them to the VIP section. There, he explains the rules of the competition. When it's Mashio's turn, he does a pose so powerful it causes the other competitors to concede defeat. Congratulating Mashio on his victory, Arnold reveals that the competition was a test and he invites Mashio to compete against him in Las Vegas. Mashio then tells him that he's not sure he can make it due to his job. At the gym, Arnold's secretary introduces himself to everybody and reveals that he would be staying in Japan under Arnold's orders to support Mashio's training. During Christmas time, the girls are hanging out together. However, they become despondent when they realize that they don't have boyfriends. At the gym, Mashio and Satomi try to cheer them up, but to no avail. Mashio then tells everyone that a Christmas party will be held at the gym. While they're training, he instructs them to try to do some skull crushers. At the Christmas party, the girls are enjoying themselves when Mashio announces that the winner of the raffle contest will receive 2 tickets to Tachi Destinaland. While Mashio is posing, Akemi explains that it's actually a type of training. Afterwards, it's revealed that Satomi won. However, she cannot go because she's too busy, so she gives the tickets to Akemi. When asked, Akemi reveals that she's going with Mashio. At Tachi Destinaland, the girls follow Akemi and Mashio around. When Hibiki and Gina catch up with them, Akemi and Mashio reveal that they are entering a cosplay event. He also takes the time to talk about the inclined bench press. Meanwhile, a separated Satomi runs into Rumika while both of them are in cosplay, much to their distress. On New Year's Eve, Hibiki and Gina are home when Akemi and Ayaka show up. Meanwhile, Satomi and Aina are having a drinking party at Satomi's house. Walking around, the girls decide to head to a shrine. When they arrive, Akemi reveals that the muscle god is worshipped at the shrine. Ayaka then explains the exercise of stair climbing. When they reach the top, they find out that Mashio's family All Force owns the shrine and he works as a priest during the holiday. The next day, the girls are hanging out. When they arrive at a park to do a street workout, Gina is disappointed that it's just an empty lot. After Akemi sifts through her training manual, they decide to do an isometric workout. Later, Gina proposes that they enter a hidden talent show. At the talent show, Dare complains about how mediocre it is when the girls show up. Satomi does a wrestler's bridge while Ayaka sits on her. To his surprise, Dare learns that the talent show was a ratings success thanks to the girls. As he is heading out, he runs into Jason. Jason then hands him a flyer promoting a trip that is being sponsored by the Silverman Gym. At the Silverman Gym, Mashio tells Hibiki and Akemi that the gym is organizing a trip to Meat Island for spring break. He also reveals that, excluding Jason, everyone will be going as well. Hibiki and Akemi aren't sure that they can make it until they find out about the Mr. Meat Island contest. Meanwhile, it's revealed that Jason and Dare has the gym under surveillance. Arriving at Meat Island, the group is seen enjoying themselves. Mashio then arrives with a melon. Deciding to have a melon bash, Mashio explains the shrug exercise. Afterwards, the girls enter the Miss Meat Island contest. During the contest, Akemi does handstand push-ups. While she's doing this, Mashio takes the time to explain push-ups. When it's Hibiki's turn, she displays her punching power. When it's revealed that they're tied in first place, they compete in a bench press battle which Akemi wins due to Hibiki being too hungry to move. Later, it's revealed that Jason and Dare are stranded at sea. At the beach, Hibiki and Akemi talk about how much they've grown thanks to their training. Just then, they spot something heading their way. Arnold meets with everyone and reveals that he rescued Jason and Dare. Afterwards, Hibiki weighs herself. Once she sees the results, she leaves in a very happy mood.